Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Devin to chat, chat, do you copy? Chat, do you copy? Is anyone out there? I've landed on Limbus Moon. Hello, Bamboozle, Levi, Klinkenbot. How are we doing, my friends? Oh, it is so good to see you. I missed you all so much. I wasn't able to hop on stream yesterday. It was very, very sad. Where's my chat? Thank you. Hello, Alex. You're on the moon. Yes, I'm claiming Limbus Moon for the good old US of A. Alright? The American government's been putting a lot of work into the secret program. They sent me out to Project Moon Space. Project Moon? Wait. Look at that. Look how clever I am, huh? They sent me out here to claim it for the Americans. The Russians were getting too close. Hello, nothing there. Long time no see. John Hair Coupon descends upon us. I think he already descended. He descended quite a bit. Descended all up on my John. Messed me up big time. But we should hopefully put up more of a fight than we did last time around. Hello, Aaron. Guys, I was going back. I was watching the old, what did we call that? The Lobotomy Corp Hunger Games that Doomed made a while back. I was watching through it. It was so good. We didn't even know what was happening. We didn't know we were making history at that time. The first ever official Lobotomy Corporation Hunger Games. It was so good. Actually, I went back. I was watching a lot of the old videos and old streams that we did. You know, it was good to look back at the roots. Kind of helped me ground myself, reorient, you know, the vision for the channel. If you guys haven't, I would recommend, if you go back and watch like the first videos that we ever post on the channel, it was like, we've come a long way. All right, we've come a long way. But it is funny seeing myself with no, like when I first started making videos, there wasn't talking to anybody. Like I was talking into a void, you know, because it wasn't like I was streaming, I was actually making videos. But even then there wasn't anybody watching me at the time. You know, there was a bit of awkwardness in there, a little bit of just like what am I supposed to do while I'm on camera? Which honestly, there's still a little bit of that. I would not say I'm the, you know, the most best performer on camera of all time, but definitely have improved quite a bit. Hello, Yash. His name was Kimchi. He taught me how to survive. It's true. Kimchi the OG. He was like our Navi through Fear and Hunger. If I was Link, Kimchi would be Navi. Hello, Virulence. How are you doing today? But yeah, guys, I'm glad we're here today. Just got so busy yesterday. Just been so busy in general. Had a little bit of a mini mental breakdown, but had one of my boys talk me through it. It's just like, God, it is so hard to juggle. You know how hard it is to be a functioning adult? Quite difficult. You know, let me tell you, coming out of when you're actually working a job and you have to buy your own groceries and you know, you gotta drive your own car through the drive-through. You gotta do your own dishes. You gotta do your own laundry. It's a little rough. You know, I know these are privileged issues to be speaking about, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I won't lie to you. You know, so hello, Arsenic. But welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to Limbus Company. I'm just glad to be here with you guys. This is the highlight of my day. And today we take down Mr. Ricardo. But before we get into that, let me actually see. Did I even pick out a top comment last time? If I didn't, we might have to do it live. Maybe that's what we'll do in the future. Is just always pick out our top comments live for who did the best word of the day. Let me see here. Let me pull it up for you. Last stream, I believe. What was the word? Opportune? I believe the word was opportune. Let's see what are our options here. We have Levi, who says, I await the opportune moment to explain my intentions, Devin. Rest assured that I have no ill intentions. At least towards one of your employees. All right, a little mysterious. I can respect a little bit of mysteriousness in there. And then we also have Klinkenbot, who says, with you having to use Ishmael against Ricardo, it's an opportune time to invest into Sloshmel stocks, Devin. Ah, we have quite the conundrum here. Chad, you take a vote. You take a vote. Hello, Yan. Are you ready for the blunt damage, Devin? We've already been in it. All right, we've been taking a pounding. We took a big pounding last stream, so I think I am quite ready. Hello, Sibaha. You know, because Levi usually isn't one to buy into the word of the day, and their comment already has 6 likes. We'll give it to Levi. Levi, congratulations. You win. You win, buddy. Enjoy your newfound fame. All right, don't let it get to your head. Stay humble. Stay humble, my friend. And your new word of the day. Oh, this is a good one. Herculean. Something described as Herculean, often uncapitalized as Herculean.
Herculean.
Okay, Herculean, that's how you say that, is characterized by extraordinary power, extent, intensity, or difficulty. For example, although starting a garden sounded fun in theory, the constant weeding and pest control turned into a Herculean task. Like Mr. Hercules, you know Mr. Hercules? They made they made a Disney movie about him. And then after, they tried to invent a whole Greek mythology about the Disney movie. It was quite impressive. Disney put their top time travel techs on top of it. It was quite a bit of tease. Good luck, my friends. But yes, let us get into our Limbus company. I did actually, believe it or not, also tell me if the game volume is a bit too low. I think I actually have the microphone in a really good spot. I actually really like the work I put into getting the mic audio good. Where was I going with this? I totally forgot what I was saying. Something probably about Ricardo. We're about to smash that boy Ricardo. Oh, that's right. Off stream, I had actually taken the time to get a couple of modules, not that many. I mean, it takes a while for them to regenerate, but we've got 11 modules now. So we can go through 2 rounds of, oh, look at that little mission. We can go through 2 rounds of the EXP Luxcavations, which would probably be a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let's Luxcavate. Ladies and gentlemen, let us Luxcavate. And do we level up off this, please? Pretty please? Yes, big level up. Thank you very much. I will take all that Inca Fallon. Actually, I'm gonna save it because we probably beat Ricardo on our first try. We're just gonna continue to push through the rest of Canto 5. We did get some new friend requests. I will gladly accept these. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Devon Blocks Limbus Company friends list. Up to 90 friends. Thank you very much. Okay, and how many tickets do we have now? Wait, no, where do I go? Sinners. Let me power you boys up. So I believe 40 is max, right? I mean, these probably just go into... Who is better? Well, actually, I was gonna say who's better, our Mao Faust or our Ring song? Our Ring Pointless Student song? But I think because we already have Faust uptied, it'd probably just be better to level her. Yeah. Oh wait, but we're not gonna level Grippy Faust. Never mind, that would be silly. But we are using Grippy Faust. Let me just put these into Ring Song then. That's probably a good idea. There we go. Perfect. That's what we like to see. Are we pulling for the Ishmael ID? What? The Zweimau? The Zweimau that everybody wanted me to get? Could it be really good in in this fight for whatever reason? Because if that is the question, the answer is no. We must save for Walpurgis. But we have come back. We now have a level 35 ring song. The one coming soon. Oh, a new Ishmael ID is releasing soon. Yeah, we'll probably do one 10 pull on it then and see if we can get it. I mean, one 10 pull is usually enough to get the top, you know, the best ID for us anyway. So I'm sure that'll work out. But the plan is still to mostly save up for Walpurgis. But okay. Let me assemble our squadron. So this is who I think we're running. So we learned that double speed on the Ishmael is kind of huge. If I'm being honest, probably don't need Gregor. Hey, hello, Waffle Warrior. Devin, how is it going? Going great. We're about to take down big bitch boy Ricardo. That's the plan, anyways. I think we drop Gregor. Because Gregor is like all defense when really we need all damage. We need big damage, I feel like. Yeah, but although, what's it? No, he's really good against Blunt. It probably is worth putting him in. Because who else would I be putting in? Yeah, definitely not Dawn with her Fatal to Blunt. This is who it's gotta be. This has to be the squad, I think. I mean, the alternative would just be remove Gregor and then put 2 skill slots on another person. Because I could also put, like, we could put 2 speed slots on in Claire and have him go crazy. This is how you repay me? I'm sorry, Gregor. I'm so sorry. I don't want to play with you anymore. It's just, you know, I love you, Greg. I love you. It's just, I don't want to put you in harm's way. It probably is worth keeping him, though. All right. This is a good enough team. We'll give it a try. I just don't want to be stuck on here this entire stream. But we did enough of our research. We've got this. Gregnan. Couldn't have said it better myself, my Waterburn. Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's do this. So, what have we learned since last time we were here? What is the plan? Ishmael tanks attacks. As for the others, they just need to be ready to go all in as soon as Ricardo comes out. We want to spend our time here in these first 2 waves farming as many ego resources as we can. That is the plan. That is the plan, my friends. Are all these attacks the same? Solar plexus? Yes. Okay. So we've got a couple of attacks coming in here. Where was this one going before I redirected it? Okay, this one's going at Rodion. That's what we want. Because Rodion can go counter, redirect one of these attacks. That's perfect. And then only one person actually has to clash back here. Which 5 plus 6, what is Greg's? Wow. I mean, Greg's block is insane. I'm gonna be 12 to 17. Like, that just is an auto win against all of these. Maybe Greg's the GOAT. Maybe little Greggy boy's the GOAT. I just need to recognize it. I can't believe I doubted him. Hello, cool dog. Alright, 3rd time's the charm. 3rd time's the charm. Okay, so what did I want to do? Oh, actually, I wanted to offset. Oh, that's the whole thing. Never mind. I forgot. So what we were using this this targeted counter thing attack or defense skill was to offset their block attacks so that we could then like come in behind and deal damage, but we can't because she's at the end of turn order. So there's really no point. Yeah. We'll go for this guy though. We'll still go like this. So there should be... Yeah, we will have to clash. Which is fine. Yeah, that should work out just fine. So I'll throw in this here and then just make sure our boy's blocking it. Okay, good. Also resistant to blunt. That is also a very large part of why I kept Greg on the team. The resistance to blunt should come in pretty clutch. Although the problem is it's only good during these first 2 waves. Once Ricardo comes out, being resistant to blunt I don't think actually does anything. Because he gets so much extra blunt damage throughout the course of the fight. Like if he's hitting somebody, he's probably one-shotting them. So. Also, did you notice that Gregor's ego has the librarian's icons on his arm? His ego has... Is there a way to see it? No, we'll just have to wait to see it after we take it out. The librarian icons? As in like Bina? And the others? Is that what we're talking about? I was not aware of this. I was not aware of this at all. Okay, we've got 1 attack, 2 attacks going at Ishmael. We will redirect one of these this way. Specifically, Gabora, Bina, Malkuth, Cheesed, and Hawkma. That is sick. I'm sure we'll end up using it in this fight, so I'll definitely take a look at it. Hello, Bird Gamer. Okay. This guy is currently paralyzed, so it really doesn't matter who clashes there. I'm sure our boy's got that. And Claire's got that all day. Somebody else will need to clash here. It doesn't really matter who. Who's like the worst at clashing? Oh, this one's good. Yeah. What Cackle is very good if you basically have a confirmed clash win because it lowers their SP. Okay, then again, this is going towards Ishmael. Oh, that's right. Ishmael can actually pull 2 of these. I totally forgot about that. Wait, the double speed on Ishmael is just insane. That's 1, 2. She can just pull. She got 4 attacks pulled her right now, and then we just hard focus this one other guy. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Just throw it all in there. Obliterate this man. Yes. Middle also has negative coin. What do you mean? As in, like, they have a skill? These guys have skills that have negative coins? Which I do. I was aware of that, but I don't think I've actually really seen it. Oh, come on. What are we doing? Sinclair, what are, I mean, it's a good thing I threw in another attack there, right? Or was that all of our attacks? It's fine. He's staggered. That was very sad, though. That was very annoying. We gotta pick up the pace. We gotta do a bit better than that. 1, 2. All right. She can pull both of these. Let's have you kill right there. Perfection. And then wherever she's clashing, yeah, let me go like this. Okay, Ishmael's clashing on this dude back here, so we can offset this and just deal big damage. Good, good. Our Sinclair's actually getting pretty low on his SP, which is a good thing. Before we were having trouble keeping his SP low. But for whatever reason, we're not having that problem this time around, which I'm completely fine with. Says Cackle is good if it wins Clash. Refused to make Cackle not the one clashing. Never change that. But I'm sorry. It was just because, look, I see what you're saying, but Cackle is like her skill 1. I'm just trying to get rid of it, okay? There was like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to use it where they were paralyzed. She actually got value. But Cackle usually does not get the Clash win value, okay? I'd rather just throw it out and so that we can get some better skills in there. I was completely fully aware of that whenever I said it, though. I knew somebody was gonna say something the moment that I tried doing that. Oh, that's another problem with Greg, is that he takes aggro. It's not too bad. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. But somebody does need a clash. Okay, these three are already going towards Ishmael. This is getting clashed, and somebody else is gonna have to clash here. Rodia, you got that? Or do you need somebody else to take that? Someone stronger. Yeah, that'd probably be better. Let me go like this. Rodia, you can go skill 1. Kill him. The sanest in Claire, 3 heads at -22. We might have the best mental health benefits in all of the city. Limbus company, we just provide so well for our employees. But the only downside is our Claire is always so mentally healthy. So he never really gets into it. He never gives us the big boy hits. Okay, we let him enjoy the first 2 rounds, and then we like call him up, tell him that his dog died or something. So he goes like Super Saiyan mode when Ricardo comes out, okay? That's what we need to do. We need to traumatize him. Like, we actually, you know, we prank call him, tell him like his grandma died. And then, you know, he goes all in. He's like, no! You're paying for this, Ricardo! And he comes in there, he slashes Ricardo in half. But then we just tell him, we come out, we pull out the cameras. We tell him it's all a prank. And it all works out. Everybody's happy. No harm, no foul. It's a win-win for everyone involved. Let's see. Favored. Dominating. 1853. I'm gonna have to throw a couple of these. Oh wait, this would be huge. We'll actually get the execution. Wait, we might actually get the execution to work. It's not every day you get an actual execution on kill effect. Oh, come on. Come on, Rodia. Nope. Keep going. No. Oh, that inflicted paralysis. It's okay. We're about to kill all of them anyways. Yes! Okay, he's left at 4. Perfect! Okay, this guy dies to something, I'm sure, right? I mean, he's got like a bleed on there, although he's not gonna... Yeah, he'll die. He'll die. Don't worry about it. Okay. God, and Claire's only at -3. Go crazy, bro. Go stupid. Go stupid. It's okay. Feel free. Well, nobody's gonna judge you, buddy. I'm going to call Kalo and ask if I can borrow Boris. Who was Boris again? Wasn't Boris the guy with the knuckles? The brass knuckles? Hello, KT. Is that what they call him? Ball Buster Boris? Brass knuckle? Okay, yeah. Brass knuckle ball buster Boris. I remember the name. I remember it like it was yesterday. Okay, you're gonna pull these 2 Ishmael. We've got 1 attack coming in here. We're going to counter that and throw everything else all in. Wait a second. Look, these attacks aren't getting blocked. Am I wrong about how offsetting works? Oh, never mind. No, yeah, because didn't Faust... What was the turn order? Didn't Faust go before Rodion? Like, do their attacks need to come after the offset for it to actually work? Or can you offset at the end of turn order and the attacks before it still won't have to deal with the defensive skill? Am I being clear on that? You might even understand what the hell I'm saying. I might be making this more convoluted than it needs to be. Also, what's with the double stagger? Oh, it's Ishmael. That makes much more sense. Stagger Ishmael all you want. Speed doesn't matter with offsetting. Okay, wait, that is huge to know. That is ginormous. That is like completely game-changing. I was not aware of that. That is very, very good information to have. Okay, I get you now. I understand it now. Okay, well, one of these attacks is already headed at Ishmael, which is good. Everybody's struggling on their clashes, though, which I do not like. It might be worth popping a couple defensive skills here. 4 to 16, 4 to 18. I'll take it. Oh wait, never mind. Wait, are they both 4 to 16? Yes, they are. Okay. This one's 5 to 13. That's actually probably better. Let's go clashable counter there. And somebody's got to take this. What's her evade? It can go up to 14. I really like that. She's already at 45. Yeah, that's huge. Okay, and then in Claire, you come over here and mess this boy up. Yeah. Speed doesn't matter, but you have to be faster than the person using the defensive skill, though. Okay, yeah. I was aware of that. God, did they just stagger? Ooh. Not looking very, very good. Okay, we've got paralysis on 3 people. But Ishmael can tank. We also got a lot of damage on Rodion, but it's okay. They're still up. They're fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, that's fine. We have 2 attacks going at Ishmael. So, Ishmael can redirect a couple of these. Now we only have 1 we actually have to deal with. And we should be able to do that easy. Okay. Oh, wait, he's paralyzed. 12, what is... 5 plus 7 is 13. Okay, yeah. Not good. They might even have a chance of beating this. No. The only person who has a chance... Oh, wait. You're telling me the only person who didn't get paralyzed here was our Sinclair? Come on now. If you lower their health to 0, they die. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you so much for your insightful input. Wow. Wow. Google, show me this guy's balls. Okay. Let me... Oh, she's actually favored here. That's our best shot, I guess. Okay. -4. If this guy hits it, he hits a 12. Yeah, I see why it's really hard for Sinclair to win this. You know, we're favored here with our paralyzed Faust. I think she goes for it. This is all if they win this first flip or not. That's all that matters. Everything else is heading at Ishmael. I'll take it. Go. Okay. Come on. We need to really do good these first couple of waves. We also need them to stagger Ishmael before we fight Ricardo. That would be very nice. Come on. Yes! Yes! Excellent day. Now he's getting in there. That a boy. All right. Oh, the red skill is their negative skill. I see. I was not even aware of that. Ishmael, you pull these two. We have... Let's see. Does anybody have, like, good skills to use to, like, offset? No, not really. We do not want Sinclair to gain SP right now. Shield probably only lasts for 1 turn, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm gonna have Greg, and Greg deals the least amount of damage anyway, so I'll just have Greg offset while everybody else deals damage. How close are we? We're on 17 Blooming Thorns. Probably actually be better to use Be Gone to keep farming those Blooming Thorn stacks. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, I'm trying to think. Does anybody remember what went wrong the last time we fought Ricardo? Like, what's the missing piece? Where do I need to improve? What's the secret sauce? What's the Krabby Patty secret formula? That's what I need right now. I need y'all to be like that episode in SpongeBob. I need y'all to crawl up in my ear, shrink down, be like Plankton, go up in my brain, and then like move the switches around, control me around, and help me kill Ricardo. He fisted you really hard, but how do you prevent the fisting? Do I need like a cream? Is there like a cream I can apply? Or, you know, what's the deal with that? What's the best course of action? Okay, this guy's got 1 paralysis. 12 plus 5. Okay, this is almost a guaranteed win. Just win more clashes. Got you. I can try. I can definitely try. Are we... Okay, no. You need 25 Blooming Thorns. Hey, I should actually take more time to understand Princess Rodion. So, yeah, her skill 3 does not consume Blood Feast stacks, but her skill 1 and 2 do. So, I think unless you're just going for big damage, or you're trying to use the Ascendant skill, you should really be skill 1ing and skill 2ing. Oh, but we don't have any Blood Feast stacks right now. We need to build them up. And you get Blood Feast stacks. Yes, how do I get Blood Feast stacks? Is that from Blooming Thorn? How do you get Blood Feast stacks? I know it's a little bit late to be asking this, but... Oh, Blood Feast is off of Bleed, right? And yeah, at 25 Blooming Thorns, it turns into Inale. Yeah, I was aware of the finale. You deal bleed damage. Got you. Get the bleed in there. Get the bleed in there. Aye, aye, Captain. I'm on it. And then what exactly does her defense skill do? Reduces bleed count by 3 for 2 other allies with the highest bleed potency times count value. Increase Blood Feast. Okay. If this effect reduces bleed count to 0, bleed expires. If the affected ally is a Blood Fiend, which nobody is, reduce their bleed count 2 more. Oh, on Clash, Win gains Blooming Thorn. That's why it's so good to use it. Oh, I get it. Okay. I get you now. Okay, well, let me use that to clash here. Then we'll have our boy go up. Oh, no, the order needs to be correct. Oh, it doesn't matter. Somebody else is going to eat up this. Somebody else is going to eat this up. Eat up this other attack. I don't like that. I don't want somebody else to eat the paralyze. I can't. There's nothing I can do. Okay, let me just do it like this then. I mean, they're all the same attacks, right? It's just this guy has paralysis on him. So I guess it would be worth to cackle then. Yeah. All right, go. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you, username. I'm doing great. How are you? Atta boy. Dude, honestly, the gregarious guard is insane. Big fan. Big fan of the gregarious guard. Is it just worth to evade? Her evades are actually insane. Maybe we just evade all day. All day, every day. And then let me, like, you know, throw in a little offset there. And then, you know, somebody come kill this girl down here. Do we happen to have... No, it's gripping and cackle. I wish we had execute on hand more. Because there's a lot of chance of us to kill people. Okay, send these two over there. And then because we're offsetting this, Orodia can come in and murder. Perfect. Yeah, I guess because we took out... we have a bit more bleed on the team before this. Because we kind of removed some of our bleed, our Rhodion's actually not as strong as they were before, you know? Gripping restores sanity if all the positive quantities have full SP. You don't need gripping executes? Wait. What is that because of the gaze? What are we talking about? What are you talking about? The grippy? The ally that defeats the marked unit heals 10 SP. If the ally is an in-corp fanatic, also apply 1 fanatic next turn. Oh, I realized this is what Gage did. That's very good to know. That's how I can keep people's SP up. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize there was built-in SP gain in her skills as well beyond whistles. But that is really good. Okay. Where are these headed? Doesn't matter. I'm sending them at Ishmael. Ishmael, honestly, just keep evading them things. Evade all day, baby girl. Evades all day. You take this away. We're gonna save that grip for now. This guy should die. Okay, we're at 23 Blooming Thorns. We should be going into the Ricardo fight ready to use the Ascendant technique, which obviously we want to use whenever he goes into that... What's that called? The trial? The trial of the Big Brother, or whatever the hell it was. Dude, give me... Is that her skill 3 is execute? Execution? Yeah, it is. God, I wish I had that. Okay, that's fine. I wish I could use it. Cackly. Standoff. Coerce judgment. This. Evade. Perfect. Oh, wait, somebody needs to kill this guy. You got that, Greg. Just to let you know, the dodge that Ricardo has can evade ego. Oh, the big... I know what you're talking about. The evade they used whenever he's going into the trial. I'm aware. I am aware. Doesn't someone here have like a... no. I was hoping we could do a little bit of whistle. I guess we don't want to whistle. Everybody's 45 SP. Never mind. I'm stupid. So we're good on all of these. She's at 23 stacks. Do we need any ego resources in particular? Is there anything I should be aiming for here? Not really. None that I can think of. Yeah, we're chilling. Nice. We have all of our passives active. We are good. So just preserve. Okay. You don't have any skill 1, so you just block. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if anybody has skill 1s, use them now. Everybody else. So you can get rid of Cackle. You can get rid of Be Gone. You keep these. But you're not going to use it because that guy's just going to die. And then... yeah, drop your skill 1s. Perfect. Okay. All right, hello, Ricardo. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you, pal. Okay. It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in. We have prepared very well for this moment. I think, at least. I think we prepared greatly. You're going to evade here. Okay. Take the big brothers, that's fine. And then... try and take one of these. You should hit it. So you should just evade like all of this. Okay, yeah. Actually, where are these attacks even heading? Like, one's already going at Ishmael. That's perfect. Wait, we're actually in a really good spot already. Very good spot already. So these two go here. We got one more attack we're gonna need to clash on. That's okay. We should probably save the skill 3 for when we go into the trial, right? The test. I'm going to remove your lungs, Devin. How very thoughtful of you, Ricardo. Thank you so much. I'm glad you knew. I'm glad you realized I was having issues. I contracted COPD. I'm glad you're gonna replace them for me. It's very thoughtful. Okay. Obviously, this counter comes in. No, it should be... yeah. It really should be Sinclair. I don't want him to just lose for no reason. So Sinclair, I'm going to use your ego. We barely have any wrath, though. Does he even have a chance? It's neutral. If we were to use this, he's actually favored. I'm gonna take skill 3. Because he's gonna, no matter what we get hit by this counter, the counter makes you lose SP, so it's actually good for him. And if we were to lose it, he takes paralysis. That's actually fine. That's actually good for us as well. Okay. The other attacks here are just going towards the little men. Kill the little men. Kill the little baby boys. Ooh. Oh, wait. It's a good thing I realized this. This is heading at Greg. I can't redirect this. Ah. No. No. Okay, this actually needs to go here then. And then somebody does need to clash here. I guess Greg. Okay. So we're clashing on Ishmael. Ishmael will dodge here. Would I pull the wrong one? Yes. Okay, that's good. That a boy, Greg. Now he's flipping heads. See, remember last stream? Oh, wait, look at the things. Oh, he does. He has all the symbols from the library on his arm. Did y'all see that? That was sick. I wonder why that is. What is the lore behind that? Woo, okay, I had no idea what the hell was happening there. Good job. Good job, Sinclair. Okay, we won our clashes. Big. Ishmael's taking all the hits. That's fine. She can take a pounding. Alright. Now he's giving the test of the big brother. Only one of these is heading at Ishmael. A little unfortunate. It happens. Pull both of these. We're gonna have one clash here that we're gonna have to do. That's fine. Actually, let me see. Were any of these going at Rodion? No, that's okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Somebody's gonna offset both of these. So let's have... Yeah. Greg offsets the evade. Then... Oh, I wish that one of these paralyzers were going at Sinclair. Okay, that's fine. You pull here. You pull here. Greg can probably just tank this, right? 18 to 54. No, but he inflicts paralyze. It would not be a good idea. So somebody should take this clash. How are we doing? We're still at 23 blooming thorns. Okay. But it's blunt damage. Sinclair can take it. He takes paralysis, which sucks. He can take it, though. I don't mind it. Were any of these other ones heading somewhere that is, like, not a big deal? Isn't Faust also... Yeah. Yeah, Faust will be fine. No, but still the paralyzed. I don't want Faust to be paralyzed. Ay, caramba, man. Greg, you're a tanky boy for a reason. Hello, Zach. Greg's a tanky boy for a reason. He'll be fine. He doesn't deal that much damage anyways. Okay, everyone else, you're going in. What even is the... We have a passive that we need a lot of these for. Or you only need 2. Hard Blood Thorn. When you take bleed, damage, or consume blood feast, gain Blooming Thorn, and then you heal. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can use up some of these. Hex Nail here. Should try and keep using our blunt while we can. I'm gonna wait till we can get to the 25 stack before we use our skill 3. Sinclair, 75% chance to corrode. It's not even that good. It's only 24 damage. Is the passive on this like insane? It actually is. The passive is good, but everything else on it's bad. Just use his normal skill too. Isn't Hexnail's heal just gonna go to Ishmael? I don't even think we have it uptied to the point where it heals. I think that might be a thing that comes with uptying it. I'm just using it for pure damage and the fragility. Yeah, can we get 24 out of this? 23? Maybe it'd be better to use the representation emitter. We have so many of these. It's fine. We want the fragility. Fragility, good. I think that's the way to play this. Okay. Try that, team. Try that. 25. Obviously, that beats the block. Good flips. Oh, no. Okay. That's unfortunate. A little bit unfortunate. Did he get staggered? Okay, no. He just got paralyzed. That's fine. Okay, we're on the right spot. It's okay. Okay, now we really need to get the damage in. So we need... Excuse me. We need to hit this stagger bar. We need to like half his health again. We gotta do it right now. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, we did. Oh, we hit 25 Blooming Thorns. Yes. Okay, we get Ascendant form. How many of these are going at Ishmael? One there. Oh, and do we have bind on him? Yes. Oh, we got the big bind. What was the bind from? I don't even know. Okay, Ishmael can pull 2 of these. Oh, he binds himself, doesn't he? I have no idea. Ooh, that's scary. Yeah, she's paralyzed. She's not gonna be able to do anything about this. Okay, yeah, all of these are just gonna... He's gonna heal his SP, but that's fine. Inflicts bind, attack power down, which is unfortunate, but it happens. God, target loses 20 SP. We have to tank it for now. We have a much better chance of beating this, right? 20 to 32. Maybe not. Maybe we have a better chance of winning here. 20 to 32. Can somebody beat that? Like if I was to use... Was Greg paralyzed right now? He is. 100% chance to corrode. And he is favored here, but then our boy goes corrosion. Do I want him to go corroded for a 24? I'm not quite sure. This he won't hit. Faust, I could use representation emitter, and that would help get her SP back in line. It's not bad, and she's favored. Yeah, I think we take that. We take that all day. Yeah, definitely. Okay. And you just throw everything else in there. I will still have Greg. Well, it's kind of a waste. No, but it really doesn't. Yeah, he should still use it. Okay, and the rest of these all go at Ishmael. I like it. And honestly, this, I wonder if this this AoE attack is enough to clear the shields. I don't know how that works. I guess we'll see. Go team, go! Devin, do you know how to manually target with AoE skills? Like it's a way outside of how we just did it. Also, what just happened to Sinclair? Did Sinclair just get the shit beat out of him? What just happened? Oh, well, he got countered? Did we get the stagger? Oh no, I thought we staggered him. Thought I heard a stagger sound. Yeah, he is going to town. Yes! Yes! Okay. Nice! That's huge damage out of Faust. Oh, and hers is... I forgot that the Ascendant thing was AoE as well. Okay. We're fine. Sinclair's staggered. He's doing okay. Oh, did we not stagger him? No, we did stagger. I have no idea. I have no idea how that works. I don't know. I don't know. He's powered up now. Okay. Oh, he's got defense level. He's got defense 6 down. Oh, because we just staggered him. That's right. That's the passive. Good turn. Good turn. Okay, these two are also staggered, and we have enough for another representation emitter, which would probably be enough to kill these two. I think it's worth. What does it cost again? It would cost the rest of our pride. Is that what I want to do? Let me think. Okay, it's defense. They have 6 defense level down. So we should have a pretty good chance at winning these, right? I mean, I can also just offset them to be sure. I probably should do. Ishmael offsets both of these. You can't offset, you're too slow. Good call. Thank you. We cannot offset, you're right. Okay. Wait, I actually need to think. We're in a really good spot right now. I just need to actually use my brain and make sure that I do this the correct way. I just need to be smart about how I do this. I mean, doesn't Pursuance also have... Isn't Pursuance also AoE or no? No, it's not. I'm stupid. Okay. We just need to get one stagger. What would win rate tell me to do? No. I want to kill the little brothers. I think killing the little brothers is huge. And because of that, I think that means that we use this. We get the AoE. This is 37 to 45 damage. Yeah, I mean, it lowers Faust's SP quite a bit, but she should get at least 1 kill here. It's also basically guaranteed. Let's see. Yeah, 19 plus 4. It's guaranteed to beat the evade. Okay. Then Ishmael will come in. She'll finish. We'll try and finish this guy. And then she just comes in and deals damage. We have you offset this and then come here. I think this is how we do it here. So we should AoE attack these. Ishmael will come in and kill this one. We're gonna recover everybody's SP after the fact. We offset this attack with Gregor. And then... Oh, the evade, though, is going to hit on this skill. There's nothing I can do, though. I can't change who the evade is targeting. There's actually nothing I can do there. So that means that she's tanking the evade no matter what. Which happens. It's okay. That means I shouldn't waste this. No matter what we're getting, the evade goes through. There's no way she can win, right? 4 to 8. It's a 15. Yeah. Okay. That should be the ideal way to do it. Ideal? You see what I did there? Okay. Come on, Faust. Get your broom out there. What's with the broom, by the way? Is she carrying a broom? Is that what that is? Big damage. That's 1 down. We left him at 1 HP. Okay, he will die to the bleed. He will die to the bleed. We're fine there. Greg is right on the cusp. He's 3 HP off of the stagger. Huge. Huge, 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 huge. Okay. Now we get the big boy damage in there. That's gonna be a lot. That'll be a lot. Does the kill with the bleed happen when he makes the flip? Or does it happen after the attack? I need to know that. I need to know. Let's see. Greg will still get hit. Yes, he dies. He dies before attack, but Klingenbot says yes, Greg will still get hit after flip. Just go for the kill. Look. Ishmael is going to tank at least one of these. Because Greg gets staggered. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, we just need to get damage. We just need to get damage, and you guys are right. Okay, let me see the damage difference on this, though. 72 to 108 compared to... Oh, okay, never mind. Yep, definitely, that's the better choice. That is 100% better. Okay, 34... That means... Doesn't matter. We put it all in here. Execution. Gregory. 62 to 125. I just need to make sure I'm getting the maximum damage I can right here. Honestly, most of these skills are better than using a an ego. 82 to 99. 34 to 102. Yeah, I trust it. Never mind. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. I think it's the maximum damage we can get. Come on! Get in there, boys! Get in there! Let's go. Come on. This is last time where we failed. I need high rolls. I need huge high rolls here. Keep flipping. It's not bad. Come on, hit again. We are hitting. We're hitting all of our flips now. Could have been worse. I like it. Come on. We're almost there to the next stagger bar. Yes, I think we got him past the next stagger. That's fine. Oh! Ishmael, go! Go, Ishmael! Ishmael, no! No! They're all dead. No! No! Everyone's dead! They beat the ID out of Ishmael, bro! He punched her so hard. She dropped out of her alternate reality, came to the real world. Oh my god. Didn't even have to cheese it. We did do it though. I mean, that wasn't that bad, huh? Third try. I told you, third try is the charm. Nothing was even different. We didn't even level anybody up. That was sick. I'll take it. I told y'all. I mean, we were so close on turn 2, or on the second attempt then, right? I mean, attempt 2, we were literally like right there. Oh my god. I'll take it though. I'll take my third try. Get shit on or shit on. That's the world we live in. Alright. Hello, Ricardo. What do you want, buddy? You killed all my friends and family. You regenerate like nothing happened. Unlike my hairdo, which should have received its rightful care that day. It will never recover. Can my clock even make a difference against someone so overwhelmingly powerful? My legs began to shake. Strategy, resurrections. It all seemed completely meaningless against this onslaught. Dante. Faust's voice calling my name has never sounded more hollow. Speak, Faust. You must come up with a new plan. My bodily functions will cease again in a matter of moments. This may be my last meaningful advice to you. And sooner or later, that man from the middle will come for you. What? The involvement of an individual affiliated with the middle should not have happened. It will not matter how many times you turn the clock. That man will crush your clock as soon as he tires of inventing different ways of killing Heathcliff. There is a button on the back of your head. What? You installed a button on the back of my head? When did you do this? Tap it. Times. Hold it. Times. I'd grown accustomed to total annihilation. We've had plenty on our journey here. The sinners always gave their lives to learn our enemies' weaknesses or patterns, while I worked out a strategy from the rear. And the answer would always be somewhere within our reach. Slowly but surely, we'd figure out the answer. For that promise of an answer, the sinners rose again. But this time was... Once you have completed the sequence, you have 30 seconds before the charge in your head explodes. In other words, you can self-detonate? Faust wants us to kamikaze Ricardo? We have to kaboom? I don't know if I want to kaboom. What? Is this in the contract? That is our last resort. An emergency preventative measure to stop our enemies from getting their hands on the Golden Boughs. While the explosion radius may be small, the heat and the force it generates are powerful enough to melt even the stars of the city. It should be effective enough to cremate the Golden Boughs as well. What about Vergilius? He said he'd come help before... my head. I see that you now have the full understanding of our predicament. We have no way of relaying our present situation to him. Even if he did learn of our troubles, he has no means to reach us within the next 2 hours. Why is Vergilius such a lazy bones, man? Why wouldn't he just come off the ship? He's just out there jerking off on the ship. We're out here about to become human nuclear bombs. Come on now. Have some decency. What about the sinners? When I'm gone, you guys are... Him and Caroline are having a picnic. We're out here fighting for our lives on the front lines. I am well aware of the consequences. My world will meet its end here. That is why this is your last resort. I could keep running away. I'll take the boat and try to stay alive until the laws of the lake lets Vergilius cross the borders and... There is a chance, yes. But it's incredibly slim. This was the second time after Siegfried. The overwhelming sense of dread, so overwhelming that it breaks even our fighting spirits. The incident with Siegfried was humiliating, but he wasn't there to obliterate us. He was just there to teach us a lesson. But this man, he's not going to stop until he's completely broken every sinner's will. Until he's satisfied. Until the humiliation in the middle face is recuperated. He will kill. Even though this may be the end of the LCB, the world, no. Limbus Company must continue to exist. Dante, you must make a judgment call. Look what we have here. I've torn you to pieces, yet with burning eyes you still attempt to rise. We can't. Not here. Not like this. I need Ishmael to like distort or like resonate with the Golden Bough and like become Whale Lady and overwhelm Ricardo. TikTok and bring back the dead, huh? What a world we live in. Is that kind of tech even allowed in the city though? Guess I'll go ask the Great Sister once I get back. Ishmael, we can't win. I'm sure Ishmael knew better than anyone else. I couldn't bring myself to tell her the same thing. Shut up. Stop effing around and do your job. Give it another try, why don't you? Bring me back again. Ishmael and I were nothing more than entertainment to him. With every turn of the clock, with every revival, he howled with laughter and clapped with joy. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What does Big Brother do then? If everyone's dying and there's nothing we can possibly do to win, then what is stage 31 if that was stage 30? I'm not sure I want to know what stage 31 is. Devin, fun fact, if I remember correctly, Ricardo is under or on the rank of Boris. How? Boris was nothing. We beat the shit out of Boris. Why is Ricardo so powerful? I do not know. Okay. Big Brother 2-time. We took off the dang glasses. Because we are not in the library. I guess that's true. If only the librarians were here, things would be different. Where are my librarians? Give me back my librarians. They were so competent. We're not stars of the city. We're just random people commuting. We're just commuting from town to town. Good, you nicked my sunglasses. Too bad, you'll have to try again. Damn it. I didn't face all those waves just to... As long as I can keep trying, I can... The mist thickens. It expands, devouring everything. Our futures, our hopes, and any slim chance of victory we had. And so does the fog of my sight, of my mind. Wait, what if the whale pulls up? Will this continue until either Ishmael gives up, or until he gets tired of this little game? Until he simply walks over and crushes my clock? Could Virgilius piece my shattered clock back? Is that even possible? If I did as Faust told me, and blew up my head, not even a shred of me would be. Your repertoire's starting to get old. How about we just zoom right past that into the main event? I call this clock bashing. No! Dante, run! Get out of here! That clock fella's gotta be someone so very precious to you, Just look at her, hanging onto my leg, after all that beating. Not the manager. No, not Dante. Not Dante! Should I press the button? Is that really gonna be my last ever thought? There was a distant sound, like an answer to my question. That solemn sound told clearly through the blinding fog. It was a skiff. One much smaller. Much more modest than ours. Who is this? Looks like actual Charon. Who is this guy? This looks like mythologically accurate Charon. From beyond the misty veil, the skiff slowly glided across the water in our direction. On it was a solitary figure holding an oar. A giant harpoon was attached to the bow of the ship. Old man, it's the boy. He is Aura Man. Fraud Cardo? Who is this guy? But why? The big brother of the middle, who could probably break that puny skiff in half with his bare hands, stares at it in stunned silence. It became clear that the skiff didn't float here by accident. When the figure on the boat began gently rowing in our direction, through the mist we saw something flash atop the skiff. The figure hurled something in our general direction. It flew so fast that no human eye could catch it. I didn't even have time to register that something was thrown, before I noticed that something was piercing the big brother's left shoulder. Then a powerful shockwave, far mightier than anything the pirates had fired earlier, struck us. The air itself quaked. It was not a distance that most people would even think about jumping across, but the figure leaped over from the skiff to the Lobotomy Corp branch gracefully and with agility. Who is this guy? Our savior! The man from the middle who so far had appeared unassailable stumbled and fell to his knees. His shoulder was skewered. You! That's when I finally noticed what the figure had thrown. Was a harpoon. A harpoon too immense to be thrown by a mere person, let alone at such a blinding speed. The hooded figure's arm was wreathed in a familiar light. You old geezer. Thought you were out there fishing. What, you think you're some hot shit now that they made you a color? Just because you hunted the marlin whale. Are you challenging the middle to a hunt like we're some whale, that it? You're not some kind of idiot that would attack me without knowing the consequences. The middle is no different from a whale. But that's not why I'm here. I'm just after a fish that got away. Of course you are. I'm sure there's no need for me to remind you that the middle never forgets. Feel free to write me down in the remaining margins of that nasty little book if you wish. The old man tugs the harpoon lodged in the big brother's shoulder. The big brother tried to hold his ground against the harpoon's pull until there was a crunch. Those who do not bend, break. The harpoon tore off his entire shoulder with it. It was a force that would have turned most people into tattered meat. Not bad. Would you like to give it another try? Fine, I'll leave for now. But don't you forget, the middle remembers. It doesn't matter what I did here. The middle remember everyone and everything that dared to turn their back on it. And the middle always pays its debts, in whichever form. Ishmael and I had no choice but to watch in silent awe as the old man approached us. It's Sans Undertale? The harpoon was still in his hand. If he wished to strike us with it, we could never hope to get out of its way. I'm looking for the fish that consumed this structure. Are you two also here to fish? Are we fighting him? Oh, I thought that was... Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought this was gonna have a fight in it. I misread it. The Indigo Elder. Where did he come from? For a second, I was thinking that it might have been Virgilius. That, like, whenever you mentioned that they made him a color, I thought that Virgilius had, like, sailed across. But obviously he wasn't all red, he was all blue. I don't know what was with the blue. The Indigo Mist. The Indigo Elder. Oh, that's literally his name. The Indigo Elder is his color title. Good night, Yan. This was unexpected of you, Faust. For you of all sinners to be the one to bring aboard a big shot to our humble abode. Do you have any idea how many times that prick killed us? The least you could do is... Yes, that reminds me. I'll have to reopen my personal consultation hours for a certain kleptomaniac among us. Among us? Virgilius's obvious discontent at the involvement of an outsider didn't seem to bother Faust. I considered him indispensable to the completion of this mission. And why is that? Because I am the only one. Okay, I gotta give him a new voice. Obviously, this is an old man. This is an old, elderly, knowledgeable man. Because I am the only one who can hunt that pallid whale. Of course you are. The Indigo Elder. Indigo? He is a color? Thou means to say that I at this very moment am sharing a space with not but one but two color fixers? I heard that you were wandering the Great Lake to hunt its whales. And last I heard, you hunted one of the 5 calamities, the all-impaling marlin whale. The old man grunted. It was neither a confirmation nor a denial. But that was the way the old man was. Everyone understood that. All circumstantial evidence suggests that the Golden Bough was devoured by the whale stranded at the Great Lake. Yes, that very same pallid whale of the 5 calamities, normally observed in the outskirts. Of course. That's how these things always tend to flow. We've wasted much time, so I'll be blunt. I wish to hunt that pallid whale. Yes, and time's all we have. Moreover, we know where the whale is headed, and I am certain that you spent a significant amount of time observing and learning the whale to hunt it. If these are the fingers, see, Arsenic, you got me thinking. If the middle is one of the fingers, who are the toes? Where are the toes? Are those alternate crime syndicates, or does each finger also have a toe that corresponds with it? The little piggy that went to the market. The little piggy that went home. Middle toe versus middle finger. Who wins? It'd be like one of those old YouTube videos, like Hulk versus Iron Man. More like middle toe versus middle finger. And I'll do anything to make it work, even if you want me only there as bait. And this is how we'll do it. The crowd fell silent when Ishmael finished explaining her plan. You're mad. All that thrashing has finally sent you off the deep end. I'm just going there for my mission, and the Golden Bough just happens to be in the same direction. I'll leave it up to you. Well, to the manager, since their decision matters the most. This company, me, we're both just trying to find a way to reach our goals. That's all this is. Besides, does anyone have a better idea? No, can't agree to that. We're making a mistake by even entertaining that balmy idea. I must ask you one last thing. Will you join us to fish, Red? The Indigo Elder suddenly broke his silence with a question. This guy's kind of like white Morgan Freeman. Y'all see it? Y'all see the white Morgan Freeman we got going on right now? You haven't realizing just how washed up the Sinners are? Yeah, I did think that the Sinners were a bit more capable. I knew they were a little silly at times. They are quite incompetent. But this is white Morgan Freeman. You guys aren't seeing it? There's no way you guys aren't seeing it. He's even got like the... I don't even know. What are those? What are the like the black... Are they moles? What are the black spots on Morgan Freeman's face? This is actually a Morgan Freeman ID. Blue. Indigo Elder is one of his IDs that he can transform into. I'm not experienced or particularly skilled at hunting marine life, but I have other, more important concerns that prevent me from joining. So no, unless the worst comes to pass, I will not take part. The old man rose from his seat and walked off as though he was about to leave. Wait a moment. We don't need the guide. With a proper plan, we are more than capable of completing this mission. To give up so quickly is... I never said I am. This loud, screaming ship won't do in our hunt for the pallid whale. Screaming? I didn't think Mifi was that loud. To hunt it, the boat must remain near and covert. A narrow and sturdy boat is what we need. So all you needed to hear was that Vergilius wasn't going to help out? Why? Right? This could go so much smoother if Vergi was with us. We can prepare a boat that fits your specifications should you request it. That's alright. I'll sail on my own skiff. That old dinghy. That whale could split it in two with a light wag of its tail. No, that skiff. It may not look like much, but is extremely durable. I see that X-Corp's alloys have been used in its construction. That could not have been an easy ingredient to come by. Oh, another benefit of having a color bestowed upon thee, then. I have heard tale of... Instead of entertaining that bombardment of questions, he approached me. I noticed it in the earliest scuffle. That clock seems to have been you and your crew's lifeline. I know not how it works, but I presume it is a singularity of sorts. It will not work against the whale. So start now. Get used to the idea that not everything can be brought back. Why? Why did you accept? Even after Virgilius opted out? It was a question I've been unable to let go. Dante asked why you accepted our request, even after Virgilius opted out of it. You asked me the wrong question. I would have denied your request had Red agreed to take part. Let's say that Red joined us. We would together battle the whale in a long and arduous struggle. In the end, the whale would surely go down, taking one of us with it. That is why I would have opted out if Red chose to join us. Because the hunt would no longer be mine. Whatever dost thou mean? Thy intentions elude me. I mean that I would not be able to test the limits. The limits? What are you even talking about? Look, to hunt the whale, we have to prepare with everything we have and... Out of here. Humans drew borders even to the outskirts that lie beyond the city limits. Before it are stars that lie beyond the edge of understanding, beyond even the concept of fear itself. I am but a fisherman, seeking to cross the borders and challenge that very understanding. Are you talking about what lies beyond the outskirts? Its outreaches. That whale devours everything. It brings nothing but calamity. How could you? Ah, so you have been prey once, sailor. Countless lakes here also devour, summon calamities. If you find yourself at a crossroads, if you find that your life is worth nothing in the face of what lies before you, recall this conversation. I'm no good with advice, never was. Still, I thought I'd part a few words. As a fellow seafarer, suppose I felt a bit of kinship. As per the old man's directions, we rode on the skiff repaired on Mifi. I saw Ishmael moments before boarding the skiff on Mifi. This was Ishmael's plan, but I had no way of knowing what she was really thinking. I had an inkling, yes, and so far, I've been going along with those vague guesses that led to disasters. So I had to ask her myself. Ishmael, what do you really want? What I really want. I see another version of Ishmael. She was hiding it well from the other sinners in Virgilius. I could clearly see what she really wanted. Her true desire. Ishmael, you... She was lifting a body from the waters. Is this her old captain? A body that was torn asunder. Shattered bones, strips of muscle tissue, flesh. Ishmael trembled with elation before what looked like the captain's mutilated corpse. What? Come on, let's get going. Freaky Mel. What the hell up with Freaky Mel, bruh? Why is she... Is that what she's been hiding underneath that facade? Wait, I don't want to do this yet. Wait, go back. Go back. Oh, I didn't make our team actually good. I didn't do it the right thing. Hold up, okay, don't look. Oh wait, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, we're gonna go through it. Okay, the team should be alright. We're okay. As we discussed earlier, we took a different route from the Indigo Elder. We were the first to arrive at separate destinations for our plan. Something's floating over there. Hello, potato. Not long after we crossed the line where the lake water turned dark gray, we noticed something pale peeking out from the lake. Are those islands? There's a lot of them. They may be reefs. Perhaps that is the lake's challenge, to navigate it while avoiding them to the best of our abilities. Well, they sure do look rocky, but they're too big to be called reefs. What does he even mean by that? Isn't the Great Barrier Reef, like, you know, occupies the side of an entire continent? Level 40 characters required beyond this point, by the way. 35 at the very least. Well, we got 35s. We'll be fine. Do you sense aught, Dante? We may attempt to discover a path that does not lead into an area cluttered with such obstacles. Yet that would require us to hazard a path unknown. It may lead to this plan's ruin. If you can sense even the most general direction of the Golden Bough, please relay it to me. I can use that to approximate its location. I can assure you a degree of accuracy, now that we have with us additional data provided by the Indigo Elder. Oh, why couldn't you have just been on Magic Compass to begin with, Clockhead? They are able to do this only under the peculiar conditions of the Great Lake, which has very few in the ways of obstacles. 35 is probably getting manhandled, but it's the bare minimum. I've been manhandled before. I get manhandled on the daily. Eventually you've got to learn how to operate under manhandleage, okay? It's handle or be handled out here. The urban areas of the city are dense with structures, both high and low, and into the underground. The higher population density also complicates matters, considering that Dante can detect the Golden Bough only in close proximities, considering that there may be insurmountable obstacles in our way. Their sense will not be of much help here, there, everywhere. So they're back to being just your usual clockhead anywhere else. Yeah, we know, Devin. We love you, Miles. Guys, for Pride Month, I decided me and Miles are going to have regular makeout sessions in support of the LGBTQ community. This is my way of... I'm just trying to be a good ally and help build awareness for the LGBTQ cause. I'm doing my part. Make sure you guys do y'all's part too, okay? You guys get out there and get at it. And if you don't, you're a homophobe. I'm just saying. Oh, so that's why I could feel the Golden Bough here, even when it was so far away. I raised my finger and pointed towards the general direction of this vague feeling. Confirmed. We will turn the ship around in that direction. Ishmael wordlessly steered the ship according to Faust's words. We drew even nearer to the island, or a reef. A heavy silence descended upon the sinners, until Ishmael gasped with a sudden realization. It's this lake. There was an incomprehensible look on Ishmael's face. Maybe I saw unrestrained joy. The joy of finding something she's been searching for so long. Such an overwhelming, all-consuming happiness that her facial muscles began to twitch on their own. Maybe I saw extreme fear. The fear in the face of destined, unavoidable horror. The lake's splashing waves hit her trembling face and rolled down her cheeks. Or maybe she was sweating from dread. Ishmael, do you have any new information to share with us? Yeah. Here, I know what to do from here. I know exactly what to do. Otis, I can't clearly see what's in front of us from back here. Tell me precisely what you see. Their numbers, their sizes, all of it. Trying to avoid the wild currents and find a safe path around these rocks? Understood. Otis nodded emphatically before rising from her seat to gaze at the path ahead. She balanced herself as the ship rocked. About 350 meters ahead, minuscule, plain pattern, glistening rock. About 500 meters ahead of that is a medium-sized rock. There's a bump on top of it that stands out. Continue. And not so far ahead from there is a large island with a rough, porous surface. Oh, upon closer inspection, it's like an archipelago of 3, 4 similar islands. Good. Ishmael began fiddling with the steering gear and the engine's output levers as though something had clicked in her mind. Good, we've made it past the first rock. Its texture was a bit different from that of a normal rock, wasn't it? G.E. That's not the texture of a rock, or even soil. We just passed the second one. Oi, what's so weird about the texture? I can't see over the big boy and the long one. That there is a living, breathing thing. What? Wait, Swabby, watch where you're steering the ship. We're going to crash in the third rock at this rate. And that's what I'm going to do, Otis. That's where we get off. That rock? That creepy porous rock over there? Oi, feel free to crash into a rock on your free time, but don't take all of us with you. There's not even a single tree up there, let alone a person. What the bloody hell are we anchoring there for? You gotta screw your head on a different direction, the Great Lake, Heathcliff. What are you talking about? A loud shock and an ear-splitting sound of the skiff scratching and sliding against something cut Heathcliff off. Do you even know where you're going, woman? Oh yes, she knows. Wait. That white color, Ishmael? Yeah, those aren't islands or rocks. What we thought were islands suddenly rumbled, vibrating as ground tremors from an earthquake. They're all part of a whale. A colossal creature shudders as it wakes from a long slumber. She wakened. The whale? Okay, hold up. I can't give up. I'm sorry. Anticlimactic. I know that. I know we just gave up on the whale. I need to actually get the team right. Sorry, I know that was gonna be so epic. Everybody was ready. We were gonna get into it. I need to take out Ishmael. I need to take out Ishmael and put in Ringsong. Okay, I'm sorry. That should be better now. That should be much better now. Much better. Okay, there we go. All right, continue. Hopefully the whale doesn't have too much blunt damage underneath their sleeves. Underneath their sleeves? Is that the saying? I don't quite remember. Pallid blue mermaid. We've finally reached the pallid whale. Ooh. He's getting ass whooped. Damn. Why are we getting pieced up so hard? I mean, honestly, like, it's probably better for, like, Greg to use his block against these guys. Yeah, he's a much better chance with the block. Rodion's fine, though. Yeah, Rodion's good. I think we may have hit the spike, though. Up their sleeves. That's what it is. Not underneath their sleeves. Up their sleeves. Also, I forgot that this is not a focus battle, so the order of people actually matters. A little silly on my part. I will not lie, but it's okay. Yeah, honestly, if Greg is ever skill 1-ing, he should probably just be using his defense skill. It's for the best. Y'all think this team can take down the whale? Is this a good team of fishermen and sailors? Do you think their harpoons are sharp enough to take down the great pallid white whale? I mean, I wonder if it's worth it to, like, take out somebody like Don and then just run two speed slots on one of our better IDs. I don't know. Surely they can take it down. I wonder what the fight's gonna look like too, because I mean we should have the help of Big Boy Indigo Elder. We have a color on our side. I wonder if just every boss battle from here on out is just gonna be like the sinners doing their best to get an enemy down at like half HP, and then somebody who actually is strong enough to know what they're doing comes in and saves the day. I'm sensing this may become a recurring theme. Okay, let me actually get the order right here. It should be like this. There we go. And then I guess I can take out, yeah, let's put in Faust again. And then let me see, how far can I level Faust? Pretty dang close. Yeah, let me get her up to like 37. No, let me get her to 37. We could get her to 38. Yeah, that would be good. He has Faust? Yes. We just weren't using it during the Ricardo fight because of the blunt fatalities. Yeah, and I guess I'll just, how far can I get? We can get him up to level 36. I'll take that. Okay. Oh my god, the next fight's literally the pallid whale. Wait, are we actually killing the whale here? Is this like the whale fight? Is this the actual whale fight? I think I'm just gonna rock what we got right now. I think I'm just not bringing Dawn. I'd rather just bring all 3 stars and then just have the speed slots on her. Devin, you can pick 6 sinners. Yeah, but we get another speed slot. We get another speed coin, whatever the hell it's called. Whatever it's called. Okay, you block here, my friend. Yes. And then honestly, probably take. Yeah, you do this, you can gain the Strider. All right, that'd be a good idea. Oh wait, her skill also this one also gives assist defense. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Go like this. You know what? Never mind. Screw the defense skill. Screw the defense skill. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. There's no way we're doing this though. Why would, if I'm win rating, why would it go like this? I haven't actually like taken the time to do like non-focus battle stuff in so long. There we go. Well, this can't be the actual whale fight, can it? This isn't even a focus battle. We're just fighting mermaids. And where are the mermen? Do they all get sex changes whenever they're turned into mermaids? Is that one of the effects of being consumed by the whale? That's a bit scary. How do they procreate? What a sad life to be a mermaid woman when there's no mermen out there for you. Maybe that's why they're so angry. Maybe that's why they're always trying to kill us. Maybe they're always trying to kill us because they're so deprived. They're so sad all the time. I could see it. I can understand where they're coming from. Oh my god, Moto Doge is in chat. Hello, Moto Doge. Long time no see, buddy. No, it's Pride Month. They are all lesbian. I guess that was actually very insensitive of me. I forgot. I forgot you can be a lesbian mermaid. My mistake. My mistake. You make a valid point. You make a very good point, my friend. My honest reaction when I found out that apparently level 55 and uptime 4 was the norm. I thought we can't even get uptime 55 yet, can we? I thought the max was 50 right now. Or are you talking about for something else? No, max for us right now is 40. Right? Am I crazy? Or are we talking about something else? Or are we talking about a different Kanto? No, it's 55. I have a level 35 team when the max is 55. Oh my goodness. Wait, there was no whale here. Where is the whale? Where's my whale? Where's my whale credits? Not to be confused with like the whale credits used at the whale supermarket to get your whale groceries. I'm about like whale end credits, you know what I'm saying? Right, I get it. I get it now. All of those rocks were actually whales. I get that mermaids pop out of those pores. But I think it's a loony thing that... Why are we even drawing their ire, huh? We have just gone around them. Looking to let off some steam. Hankering for a game of whack-a-mole all of a sudden, is that it? Of course not. This is just the only method I know. You better be ready to explain what you're talking about. Heathcliff, furious, wasn't the only sinner looking at Ishmael with expectant eyes. I love how everybody just completely looked over the fact that Heathcliff is the entire reason that Ricardo came out and started beating the shit out of us. Like, he's still talking down to Ishmael, still calling her out. All eyes right now should be on Heathcliff. All right, how have we already moved on from the fact that he's the one that stole those damn hair coupons? I mean, obviously they paid off a good bit. You know, he's got. I like the do. All right, I like the cut he's got going on here. It's a fresh cut, low taper fade, Heathcliff. But come on now. Heathcliff, furious, wasn't the only sinner looking at Ishmael with expectant eyes. There was Otis and the other sinners who all looked to her for some answers. Ishmael. And I was too, of course. I also didn't think I'd actually be doing this. Well, so there's this legend-like tale. Legend? Each lake of the Great Lake has its own culture, with many wandering and choosing to call those places their homes. So naturally, there are as many tales as there are lakes. But there's that one tale of a certain lake that is passed down orally from sailor to sailor, just like the legends of old. Hello, Shadow Spy. The legend of the gloomy gray lake of wafting and rumbling. Sailors sang the legend of that lake, passing it down for years upon years. Doom and hew thy veiled path to misty seas, but gloom, and let whales draw their pearls in search of pallid hue. Tomb shall be thy mist path, heeding the weeping whales. Oh, whatever does that mean? You know what's bad? If you ever to ask, if Don's the one asking what the hell you're talking about, you might need to dumb it down a little bit. It's simple. Hit the poorest whales to wake them. Draw out and hunt their mermaids, and the path to the pallid whale should clear of the mist. Do you really believe that? You expect us to just believe that hogwash? Blimey, didn't think I'd ever get to say these words before my deathbed, but... Are you stupid? Listen, what does waking these whales up have to do anything with getting rid of that thick fog? It's got to make even a little bit of sense, no? Heathcliff discusses the correlation between actions and consequences. This truly is a rare experience indeed. Shut up, smartass. I'm serious. And you think the law that sends waves after us if we don't cross the borders at the exact right moment makes sense? You think the law that makes us go in circles before reaching our destination, the law that doesn't let us go back the way we came from, makes any sense? I've been telling you this whole time. Common sense has no place in the Great Lake. That's just the way this place works, okay? Just, you have to accept that. Fine, I'll give you that. But they're like the laws of the city. As outlandish as they are, there's still strict laws that can be calculated and there's variable coordinates or whatnot. What you're blathering here is some vague old song. Am I supposed to believe something so absurd? Yes, because I've seen it myself. Years ago, when a young, stupid, but motivated sailor boarded the ship, she had the most unfortunate opportunity of witnessing this very legend with her own eyes. Because that's how she saw the pallid whale. Heathcliff fell silent, scratching his head. The rest of the sinners also nodded and began whispering. I really don't like you. Took the words right out of my mouth. I don't like any of this. But I know that you're not the kind of lass to lie or tell tall tales just to get the upper hand in a petty squabble. Fine. Let's go all the way to the end. I'll keep whacking those mole-like things with this club. I can also accept your explanation, but from now on, I would appreciate it if you could share your knowledge with us first before doing anything. I'll try. In a way, I am relieved that we now have a definite path forward. Yeah, well, let's go find our next whale. Yes, Executive Manager. All aboard, men! Truly, the ocean mist is splitting as though blade has hewn it in half. Hewn it in half? Once we eliminated the mermaids of the last whale singled out by Ishmael, the fog slowly began to fade. Behind it was a different lake, beyond the gray sea. Finally. So are we finding the whale yet? Senor Whale? Senor Whale, are you there? Oh, I think so, because doesn't... Yeah. This is the last stage before we unlock the third chapter of the canto. Okay. Let's do it. Is this it? Is this big boy fight? The weather there is quite hostile. Mersault was right. The lake beyond the borders was nigh pitch black, the waves crested tall, rising and crashing violently under the thundering rainstorm. The wild winds have begun to sway the boat. Isang's face was starting to grow pale. I'm starting to wonder if we can really do this. Do we ever let that stop us from trying? I guess that's true. Alright, heading into the zone. Are there any laws of the lake that we must be mindful of? I don't know the laws of the lake, of that lake, nor its waves. I remember the way the fog split open. I remember the obsidian sea and the endless tempest. But the rest of it, all I remember is that the captain was excitedly delivering a speech at witnessing the legends come to life, and that we were all busy preparing for the whale hunt. So what awaits us ahead is a real adventure. We'll be sailing blindly into the night. Then we'll have to face everything head on. Yes, if the waves come to claim us, we'll face them head on. Even the whale. No signs of that whale yet, though. Back then it attacked us mere minutes after we entered the lake. Everyone was as tense as it could ever be, looking around nervously. Wait, what's that? There's something there. Something tall. A close approach is recommended. I have a source of light to improve our visibility. Marsault got up with a lantern and pointed the light towards where Sinclair indicated. There's several of them. What's that? Hell, who put them there? What are they even for? Maybe they're like lighthouses? Lighthouses? Yeah, I can kind of see that. Do you remember seeing anything like that, Ishmael? No, I don't even have a hazy recollection of it. I've never seen it before in my... Wait, are they spikes? What are these things? Are these like the back of the whale? Ishmael, has the nausea of the swaying sea gotten to you as well? Your face has grown rather pale. I knew that can't be true. A seasick sailor only exists in jokes. Besides, Ishmael was doing just fine mere moments ago. Then she must have had a sudden realization. I see. So that's what it looked like. Even a small part of it is a terrifying realization. What is it? You'll find out soon enough, even if you don't want to. There's a rogue wave ahead. All hands brace, grab onto what you can. Before we even had the chance to say anything, a leviathan of a wave rose to its crest, then crashed onto us from above, and sucked us deep into the lake before throwing us back to the surface. We were lucky. There was a high chance that the falling vortex would have dragged the vessel deep underwater. Lucky? You saw what was down there, that was... Everyone okay? Everyone was soaking wet, nearly hyperventilating, but mostly awestruck by what we've just witnessed. We have everyone, but... Huh? What we just saw down there were... They aren't lighthouses, they were... tails of colossal whales. Wow, okay, I really want to give up now. I want to go back to the time when I didn't know what the whales really looked like. So this is the lake where the whales come to sleep. Yeah, if they're deep in the water with their necks bent like that, I could see their tails rising tall over the surface. There's no way they missed this commotion. The ship! We're keeling over! The whales are waking up. We're finally here. I think that's what Ishmael whispered, but the storm. The waves buried her voice deep into the lake. If the Indigo Elder made it here as we planned. Over yonder! Is that the whale? We didn't have to wonder even for a second about what Don Quixote was screaming at. An entire herd of entities, each dwarfing every single whale we've weathered throughout this journey, emerged from the waters all at once. In unison, we began migrating in a singular direction. To witness something like that was enough to make even Mersault gape with plain bewilderment. Looks like things are going according to plan. Then we'll have to do our part. There! There was a whale that stood out even among the herd of ineffably immense whales. Pallid as the pale death, its hide thick with scar tissues. I thought that was his eyeball. Whew. That one's particularly scarred. I found it! Yes, he was right. The wounds, the scars that we, the Pequod, made, they're all still there. I assume that you have finally located the whale. I believe so, yes. As always, the chance of success must be minuscule. Indeed it is. Oarsmen! Ishmael thundered. Ishmael? No louder than the thunder itself, as though her personality itself had suddenly shifted. Her voice seemed to overwhelm the very storm itself. Answers, you dogs! Oarsmen! Huh? Oh, aye! Set route to that pallid thing, full speed ahead, row! Full speed ahead, row! Even Otis was swept in the sudden turn of events, repeating after Ishmael, bellowing commands. Is this what Ishmael was like when she sailed the lakes, or is this the captain? I see light. It's the Indigo Elder. The old man with his skiff was sliding across the water towards the whale. Listen well. The rest of the awakened whales have gone after the bait I've laid for them. Then the plan worked. Now, it wasn't clear whether it was the thunder or the old man's bellow that awakened the pallid whale. Its eyelids began to lift. Okay, that was its eyelid. I was right. It's been so long since I've witnessed anything like this up close. It was an eye of astronomical proportions, so immense that it no longer resembled an eye, but a reflective mirror of the world. Oh, how I wish to see you eye to eye. The old man, harpoon in hand, draws closer to the whale with a grim, stony expression. Ishmael, who aims her harpoon at the great whale, her face nearly tearing with uncontainable joy. Some sinners tremble with fear, while others prepare themselves. All of it, the world, contained in a single reflective eye that stretched even beyond our peripheral vision. Now here's your fish bait. Here's your bait, fish. Sorry, my bad. Bite on it. I know you have no other choice. Biting, devouring is all you've ever known. Oarsmen, split the sea with your oars! I respect you, pallid whale. I respect you have lived years in numbers I cannot even begin to imagine. I respect that you hail from a place beyond my kin. But I will take this chance to stand before you, to challenge you. And with this challenge, to the edge of understanding I will row. The giant harpoon soars across the black sky with a bolt of levin and strikes the pallid whale. Now is our chance. Row on, row on! Ishmael rows tall and alone, looking straight out beyond the speedboat's swaying bow, harpoon in her hand. I've been thinking, ever since then, about what feelings you might dig up from my heart if I saw you again. But this feeling is much more straightforward than I expected. Nice meeting you again, you effing whale! Compared to the old man's harpoon, the harpoon Ishmael hurled was like a needle. But once struck, as though its body was racked by immense unbearable pain, the pallid whale's maw opened, and the air itself began to vibrate. Its maw opens! Go. I will now fish this beast. Every sinner heard the old man's voice. Every sinner begins rowing with all their might, in desperation, as though death itself was in our pursuit, as though it was our fate, our destiny to row. We were sucked into an endless abyss, and a rapid vortex pulled us into the maws of the beast, tenebrous as a well under a moonless sky. There was a deep noise, and like a droplet in sea, we melted into the fathomless dark. Acknowledgement, acknowledgement, how goes the plan? Acknowledge! Hey! Looks like the radio's broken for good. Worrying. We went inside the whale! I'm flapjacking it! We're flapjacking it! I'm flapjacking it! Oh my god! In the whale itself is the dungeon? Oh my god, that's so sick. Oh, that's so sick. I didn't even consider that. We're going inside Humphrey. Oh my god. Okay, y'all. Well, we're going to save the dungeon, the journey into the whale, as well as we have like one other tiny little fight we need to EX clear, so we can EX clear this entire, yeah, we need to finish 519. We need to EX clear it. Until we finish this canto. Chicken ball this man. Do not, please don't chicken ball me. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're gonna save this for next time, y'all. This is so sick. I cannot wait to go inside the whale. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we'll finish this up tomorrow. Did I get any missions done? I did. Let me claim my dailies. There we go. And we'll see. I'll try and build up a couple more modules before we go in. Because how many modules do I need to enter this dungeon? Let me check that real quick. We need 5. Okay, so I need minimum 5 to get in here. So I'll try and farm in as much as I can in excess of 5 so we can level. But do your thread luxivation? I mean, do you get like a bonus for completing all the dailies? I don't think so, right? I don't feel like it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I said, I've got a bit more to do tonight, but I'm glad that we had enough stream time to hop on and take down Ricardo. I'm glad that we first tried Ricardo. I mean, that was sick. That was an awesome fight. I cannot believe how close we were last stream. We were right there. But all right, y'all. That's where we will call it here. We won't do a poll. Let me see. Sorry, I know I have it on me right now. Yeah. We're not gonna pull. We'll wait until that new Ishmael drops. We'll save our lunacy for a 10 pull then. And of course, we're still waiting for Walpurgis, you know? You're one daily away from the next tier. Oh. That's fine. We'll claim it tomorrow. I mean, usually the dailies, you always have like a daily that's just like make one module, which we'll get that to start up next stream, you know? But all right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for coming out, hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm so glad. This was a big highlight of my day. To be completely honest with y'all, I was having a pretty shitty day before we hopped on stream today. It was a little rough. Just had a lot going on, but you know. Hanging out with you guys kind of fixes all my problems, so I'm glad that we got to hang out and play games together, you know? But yeah, so thanks to you so much, those of you here on YouTube and on Twitch. Hope to see y'all tomorrow to finish out this canto. And, you know, there might be, I just want to kind of give you guys a heads up. There might be a little bit of changes happening after we finish this canto, okay? I'm going to go into detail. I'm not gonna go into detail into it right now. I'm making a video for it. I'm in the process, but you know, we might be going into chapter 3 of the Devin Blocks YouTuber arc. Okay, you might be entering arc 3, so just expect some possible changes in the future. Not the changes that we've been talking about, like stream schedule changes, like big changes. But as always, before we end our stream, I'd like to give a big special thanks to all of our members that we have here on the tubes, because they give me their monetary compensations. I very much appreciate that. This is the last month till the end of the 3-month charity period. So if any of you are interested in contributing towards the Wounded Warrior Project, that's a charity event that we have going on right now. You know, just something to think about, right? But all right, thank you to all of our members, all 131 of you. Those being Don Quixote, Damn Daniel, Risticle, Addy B, Jonathan, Lucas, Sharko, Ryan, Kroga, Jehudi, Rod, Russian Man, Isho Speed 69, El Nofo, Beast, Nogwin Ho, Banana Splits, Midventures, Abeldo, Deadcon, Arsenic Storm, Kimchi, Camelot, Joe, Laboomdoo, Town of Hello, Charon, Hydroxycarbonate, Cedric, Race Codex, Deadman, Mist L, Watermelon, Lewis Rye, Unlike Law Student, Dragon Dust, KB, Night Raven Scout, Maybe Not, You Can Call Me Juan, Mercer Scott, LCB Hori, The Bird, Gamer, Primus 1, Hood, Irony, Nothing, Meow Meow Meow, Noko, MCK, Stellar Guy, Normal, Tanny, Jenny, Japanese name, Hatsune Susuke, Power Fixation, Jirozo, Derp, Free God 69, Zack Sonic, Me, Zeta Orion, I'm So Sorry, Paris Storm, Prince Dector, Melody, Jim, Soul, Cayenne, Goko, Express VA, Aaron, Chris, Moritz, The Bubster, Sayrout, AE4A, Fishy Boy, The Man, Trifox, Alatard, Chlorophyte, The King of Ravens, Hunter, CPA, Monstrous, Wallaby, Alex, Slaypick, Dr. Wilson, Kai, Sai, however you say that, Korean name, Mr. Inconspicuous, Victor's Awakening, Shadow Flare, Alicia, Soup the Man, Cher, Eric, Comrade, Levi, Don Quixote again? Why is there 2 Dons? I think there's 2 Dons that have the exact same profile picture. Vixen, Legit Benji, North Mittens, Otto, What the Dude, David Kelly, Polly, Jabberwocky, Marope, Me Rope, Spapachinoli, Baked Potato, Thavian, Shuckly, Malkuth, No Time, Sumi, Yokai, Launchinator, Speb, Hong Lu, Baked Potato, Comet, Molten Knight, Gregor, Caballero, Devour, Baha, Tony Too Tall, Wealthy Kenny, Tony the Horse, Yash, Alexandru, Owen, Bug, Miles, and Alphonse. I hope all of you have a great rest of your morning, evening, night, afternoon, day, wherever the hell you guys are. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the end of Canto 5.